What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the debut episode of Scream Warriors. And just in case if y'all are wondering, what in the hell is Scream Warriors? Well, I'll tell you real quickly what it is. Let's just kind of treat it like a reboot of what kind of like what Stream Demons used to be. But you know what? We're going to just make this bigger, bolder, and we're just going to have an absolute great time with this show. So I'm going to quickly go around and let people introduce themselves, which I'm sure you know most of them, but just in case, if you're new here or you come across this channel, you just know who we are. So we're going to go with ladies first, with our first and actually one of the actual original members of the Stream Demons of Destiny. So Destiny, I already just said your name, so just a little bit about yourself. Oh my gosh! How much have you? Yeah, we pretty much did a little pre-game drinking right here, and Destiny's already feeling it.
My name's Destiny. I do Fear Freaks podcast with Braden. Brett and I do Back from the Dead. Yeah.
I need some more beer.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, you do.
Yeah, I was like, we're all gonna be freaking drinking, and everybody in the chat better be drinking. So that is Destiny. So, and now here's Mia. Mia, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Mia. I don't really do anything regularly. I just feature on other people's channels pretty much whenever.
Oh my god.
We got a moocher here, everyone. We got a freaking moocher. No.
Oh my.
Anyways,
gosh.
Yeah. Whenever people want me on their channels, I pop up and make appearances.
Hell yeah, and we're just glad that you that you wanted to be a part of this awesome team. And over here, I'm going to try not to say names. So introduce yourself. Who I'm pointing to over here.
My name is Braden. Braden Timmons. Never done YouTube before. This is my first time. So I'm incredibly nervous right now. You know, to be on a lot. We are live right now, aren't we?
Yeah, so, we're technically live right now.
No, but in all seriousness, Braden Timmons, been doing YouTube for like going on, I think this is year 5, which is insane. Do Fear Freaks with Destiny right below me. We have a lot of fun doing that every single week. So, and I'm definitely excited that I was invited to be a part of the Scream Warriors. I heard Stream Demons. And
you
I was
always
like
say Stream Warriors.
I do. I know.
You know what? Take a shot every time you say Stream Warriors.
Honestly, right? Like it's crazy. So Scream Warriors. And this is gonna be fun. I'm definitely excited. So, and we've got a really hot topic tonight. So definitely excited to crack this open.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is what's decided by our Scream Warriors Facebook group of the topic. We kind of came up with ideas and you all voted on it, and you all voted on the topic we are going to discuss tonight. But before we even begin that, Brad, introduce yourself a little bit.
My name's Brad.
Oh my god.
So
man, that's Brad. He wants to see the product.
Stoked to be here, man. Obviously you guys probably know who I am at this point, but yeah, we've one half of Good Will Hunting with the Brett Man here, and I've been looking forward to this project for some time, and really excited to kick things off tonight with a great topic. And just, obviously to shout out to producer Chris Snyder as well, who helped us out with getting the show up and running as well.
Yeah, and I was going to wait to introduce him last, but it's all good. But so Chris Snyder is in the chat. He is our behind-the-scenes producer. He helped us make that intro for Scream Warriors for us tonight, and a bunch of other things too. So we do appreciate his time to help us get this stream organized for tonight. And then, of course, lastly, my name is the Brett Man, or some people call me Bert, or Jose, or Fred, or George, or even being called Borax the other day at work. So that's a new one for me. So you could call me any of those things. I don't care, but I do Good Will Hunting with my best friend Brad over here. I do the Spider-Man movie podcast with Braden over here. I do Back from the Dead with Destiny over here. And I just have Mia on a lot on this channel because she's been starting to become a really good friend of mine for over these past couple of months. So Mia, just again, glad you're here, and we definitely need to get you to do something because you're just to me too good to not do something. So we got to get you on for more projects and stuff in the future.
I'm ready when you are.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm just ready now. So let's address the chat and let's freaking go ahead and talk about some horror movies of 2023 because that is indeed going to be our topic tonight. And so, yeah, just let us know in the comic section of what's some of the movies that you're all most looking forward to in 2023. And so let me say hello to the chat real quick because I know it's a busy Friday night all over YouTube. So we appreciate anyone that just stops by to say hello. So first we got Miss Erica Warren Mason. What's going on? We got Lamontre. What's going on? Good Real Hunting. I don't know who those ass hats are. We got Adrian James. What's going on? Say hello to Chris already. Cody Snyder. What's going on? Got Gory Tiger. And we got Brother Fluff saying, I have on bails. Hopefully, that's a good thing. I hope so, Brother Fluff. I never know with you if that's a good thing or not. But we got Atanis. What's going on? Who else we got here? We got Gavin and Mud Nelson. What's going on? And let's see here. Oh, and we got Kyle. What's going on, Kyle? How are you doing? We got Melissa. What's going on, Melissa? Heather, what's going on, Heather? Hope everything is going great. And then we got Ashton as well. Oh, and I believe this is a new person here, Good Real Hunting, of Matthew Baker. What's going on, everybody? Please make Matthew feel welcome. And Renfield, Scream 6, and Maxxxine. Yeah, we'll definitely be talking about all three of those there tonight. And of course, we got Danner Banner. What's going on, Danner? Woo! Need me a drink real quick.
Yes. Lots of people in the house, man. Glad to see everybody here. And yeah, man. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of fun stuff to talk about tonight.
Absolutely. And you know what? Melissa said it. So, you know what? We're just going to jump on into it. Everybody wants to just go ahead and talk about it. I'm excited for Scream 6, and I want to see Megan. Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about Megan in a little bit because we all know we want to talk about Scream 6 right off the get-go. So let's go ahead and do that. Scream 6 comes out on March the 10th of 2023. So whoever just wants to start their opening thoughts on how excited they are for Scream 6. Not all at once.
Scream 6 is my most anticipated movie of the year. I am so excited for Scream 6. I was already excited. And then seeing the trailer and how different the movie feels, I cannot wait. No pun intended, I did scream. I literally screamed because I was so excited. So I can't wait for Scream 6.
Hell yeah. And well, you get that advantage of that storage space where you can scream as loud as you want. I wish I could have that.
It's so much fun. I did it today.
Hopefully for a good thing.
Just to do it.
Sometimes the best reasons or no reason at all.
Exactly.
Mia, what about you? Scream. Because I told you during your all's Instagram live last night, you need to watch the trailer. So please tell me, did you watch the trailer?
I sure as shit did not.
Fucking A. I gave you one job, Mia. I gave you one job.
Look, I'm gonna be that party pooper and say I'm not that excited. So sorry.
Dang, you know what? Well, I'm gonna step in here. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna kind of cut the here we go. I'm cutting the tension cord. All right there. So here's what's going on. Is I'm shutting that shit down. But I will say I'm very excited for Scream 6, and the trailer yesterday definitely put me over the top excited. The one thing I've been just wanting to talk to everybody about is just how fast Ghostface was able to fucking duck that shotgun shell that was like literally coming his way. Yeah. Like I've never seen the man as thorough as he is in, like, I don't know if that was a cut. Like, I've examined it so much. Like, he gets out of the way so fucking fast, it's ridiculous. So, you know, like, I was like, that already got me excited. Just to kind of see something like that. So, yeah, I mean, Scream 6, one of my most anticipated. It is actually my most anticipated horror movie of the year. I really hope it doesn't disappoint. I mean, 5 sure as shit didn't. So I'm excited to see what they're doing with the 6th installment. So,
Yeah, and like just with how fast he moves, I got an explanation for that because he is a ghost. So ghosts like can survive pretty much everything.
That is a good one, Brettman, for sure. Because like I just like watch the trailer and I'm just like every single time I'm like, dude, the dude moves. Like I've never seen him move that quick. So
Even I will have to stop you, foe. What if it's not a dude? Like it could be a female.
it could be.
That's what I was gonna say. Who do you think it's gonna be? Somebody new or somebody from past?
It has to be somebody from the past. If it's not, it's a bust for me. It's got to be because they're building it up. They're building it up to be something different, you know.
And then
if they come in and some goon that we've never seen before, I'm going to be. This is silly. I'm going to say this is dumb. It's a bust.
Heather with the comment of the night already. He played dodgeball with Average Joe's Gymnasium. You know, we could play dodgeball.
Yeah. That's the only explanation that this person it's a crossover from Dodgeball, the actors from Dodgeball, and that is exactly we cracked
it's
the
Justin
code.
Long.
It's Justin Long.
Fucking phenomenal would that be
so.
if we had a ghost like kind of like a remix between Scream and Dodgeball, where it'd be like Team Ghostface versus like Team Average Joe's, and they freaking play dodgeball, but instead with balls they play with knives.
Yeah, and it's never gonna. If it is Justin Long, it's not gonna turn out well for him. It never does.
No, it never does.
No,
he's pretty much just like the female version of Katie Cassidy.
Well, he's a dude, so I don't think he's the female version. But
Nemia never drink.
I was gonna say, I guarantee you, no one has ever thought of this idea. I don't think anyone's ever thought to crossface or cross. What is it?
I say cross.
Crossfade.
There's a never drink for me.
Cross, whatever, Scream and fucking dodgeball. That's a good idea, I think.
That's a solid idea. I would honestly be I wouldn't like and Justin Long, he's never been in a Scream movie. So it's like, you know, just if he randomly just popped up at the end as Ghostface, I'm all in for it. So like,
well, hell, what if like Ghostface? Like, hell, what if like Ghostface like fucking, you know, kills somebody and looks at like the Carpenter sisters on the ground, like in the grocery store? If it cuts to black, if it would just get this random like montage video of someone driving as fucking Justin Long, just like in Barbarian, and we just get that freaking thing all over again.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's a crossover with fairy capitalization.
That's what I was trying to say. I said crossface instead, but crossover. That's what I
was
saying.
thinking the word cross-faded, and that's what came up.
I think
she just
we're gonna get cross-faded with the
because she doesn't want the
tonight,
screen to get blocked. So you know she doesn't want YouTube to pick up on that.
Yeah, I mean family friendly.
Oh, okay. We got our biggest, boldest prediction on who Ghostface is going to be. No, Tori Spelling.
Wait,
it could be the case.
Tori Spelling.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. Like, we don't know anything yet. So, yeah, Tori Spelling is going to be Ghostface. That's his Matthew's prediction.
Yeah.
So, but I want to ask Brad because I know I was a little bit of an asshole yesterday, Brad, that I went ahead and watched the Scream 6 trailer without you, and you had to do the solo of the trailer reaction. So I just want to get your overall thoughts about the trailer.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Yeah, it really stoked me. I've been more excited for this than I was Scream 5 just because going to New York and all that fun stuff. It's cool. It's a new setting. First off, how fast they were able to put this movie together after the last one and have a cool setting like New York and actually be in New York is really impressive. So props to them. Hopefully it's good, but the trailer made it look really good. The trailer really just kind of built on to that excitement for me. This actually moved up a few spots on my most anticipated movies list of the year. So after watching the trailer, because it does look like the stakes are going to be big. It looks like it's going to be very different, very fresh take on the franchise, something new. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing what they do with it at this point.
Well, Brad, we are something different.
Yes, exactly. So, dude, but it better not be different as in unknown. It better be different like the most badass Ghostface yet. but somebody that we know.
What would you do if fucking Ghostface takes off his mask? It's going to be like Chiclet Jason from Jason Takes Manhattan. What would you do?
Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I would turn it off. I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't like Chiclet Jason in sewers.
He
and all that
loves
stuff.
Chiclet Jason. Get the hell out of here. You love him.
Not at all.
Desi, I think you were about to say something.
Yeah, I was just thinking because I remember seeing them say that like Scream 5 wasn't going to be like meta, and it was. So I don't know why people were like saying that, like, oh, they're saying it's not going to be meta. But I feel like obviously it's going to be meta in the sense that, you know, there's like a cult and like we see the shrine, or not a cult, but we see the shrine of like everything. So they're aware of it all. But like, just from how intense the trailer feels, I wonder if this one is going to be like actually meta with like horror movies in general, or if it's just going to be straightforward, because it feels very straightforward. It doesn't feel like it's going to be like a lot of fun. It feels like it's going to be pretty intense. So, which I hope so. That would be kind of cool to see, even though Scream is known for being so meta. I think it would be cool at this point to do just like a straightforward slasher without being super tongue-in-cheek, just be scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think it's just about time Ghostface is scary, because like when most people look at Ghostface, they always say like, "Oh, he's just a clumbling like clucks of an idiot." But I feel like I never got a sense of that in this trailer for Scream 6. I think this whoever Ghostface is not going to be fucking around in this movie, and that's what gets me the most excited. Especially when Jenna Ortega is going around saying this is the most violent one yet. That even gets me more freaking excited. So I'm just overall super excited for Scream 6.
You know, I will say that normally I kind of get a little weary like when actresses and people involved with the production say that, like they're like, this is the most violent and intense, you know, version that we've seen. And then it just kind of comes out and it's just like, you know, it wasn't that bad. But I'm not going to lie. I will not lie. The trailer definitely showcased that this, yes, could be the most vicious and violent Ghostface that we've seen to date. So I will say that it's actually living up to like they're talking the talk, and so far it's on the tightrope right now, and it's walking it. So, you know, as long as they can stick with that in the movie, I think that we're going to be in good hands. Because I'm not going to lie, seeing Ghostface shoot that dude with the freaking shotgun, I was just like, holy shit. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it for a fact.
Oh man,
dude, when that picture first came out of Ghostface with the shotgun, everybody's like, what the fuck is this? But then when they showed it in the trailer, it's like, okay, he means business. This is serious. This is awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
I initially thought in the clip, like in that little 7 seconds, I'm like, there's no way dude in his cloak just has a fucking shotgun that he just pulls out. I'm like, he had to steal it from somebody. There's no way that he's running around with a knife and a shotgun and double wielding now. Because we saw him in Scream 5 double wield the knives, which was really cool. That was a really cool ass shot. Unfortunately, it was after he killed Dewey. But but
spoilers.
Yeah, sorry. It's been out for over a year now. It's been out for over a year now.
I know, I'm fucking.
But what do you call it? It's really cool now to see, like, yeah, he just stole the shotgun from him, used his shotgun on the store clerk, and that's how he ended up with it. He's just like, you know what? This is cool. I'm just gonna keep this, you know. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. I guess unless if y'all have any other comments, just pretty interesting question here. Do you all think it has the potential to be the best Scream movie in the franchise based off the trailer? I know we still got to see the movie, but do we think it has that possibility of being the new number one in the franchise?
I don't think anything would meet the original.
It could be number 2. I'll give it number 2. It has the possibility to be number 2 for me. But that's about it. I don't think it'll beat the original, because the original is what started it. That, like, you can't really, without the original, there's no sequels, there's no anything. So the original is always going to be the best. And to this date, the original still has the best opening 10 minutes of any horror movie I've ever seen in my entire life. So, you know.
Yeah, excellent point. Brad, Destiny, do y'all think it has the potential?
No, not in general. I'm with Braden. I'd say second at best, but I would say it's not as impossible for me as it would be for, say, a new Halloween movie to take that top spot in that franchise. I'm not as big of a Scream fan as I am, a Halloween fan, but I still do really much love that original. So, I mean, I would lean towards saying no. It could be second. I definitely think it'll be better than 5 for me.
Ooh, okay.
You didn't like
Desi,
5?
do you share? Oh yeah, Brad.
I liked 5. It's my third favorite. But I still have it behind 2. And it's just this one to me, I'm just a little bit more intrigued in, I think.
Hell yeah. So Desi, what about you? You agree with Brad that it could be number 2, or you think it's the potential number 1, or where are your thoughts with it?
Yeah, definitely number 2. I mean, Scream is my like all-time favorite movie in general, so I don't think anything's going to beat the original. And plus, like Braden said, that this really laid the foundation for Scream movies, like and even if they're doing something different, like it's not going, even like if I can't guess the killers, I don't think that surprise factor is going to be there from the original and it being 2 killers and how the story plays out. I don't think anything's going to really beat that. But number 2, maybe, even though I love the Scream franchise, this and Halloween are my favorite franchises. So I'm excited to see Ghostface on the big screen again. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just anytime we can just get Ghostface on the big screen, you already got my money, and I just need to buy me a shirt. That's the only thing I gotta do. I didn't have a shirt in time for Scream 5, and I'm planning on getting a damn shirt. Even though the wall painting that was in that trailer, that would be the coolest shirt of all time if we can get that in a shirt.
Brady, I gotta say, you're about halfway to having one of those Ghostface shrines behind you there, man. You just gotta keep working on that a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hello there, Mr. Ghostface. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm working on it, even though like I got a bunch of posters over there if I still need to hang up. So I'm getting there. And Chris thinks number 2 as well. For him as well for Scream 6. And Lord Gary Dando. Hopefully I said your name right. If not, I'm the worst with names. Even I'm better at least saying Faulkner than Braden is over here.
Dude, listen.
Braden, you wanted to take an attempt to correct the ultimate wrong tonight.
I am genuinely the worst person when it comes down to names. So
I even said that during your stream yesterday. So I thought I was the worst until I met you.
No, it's honestly terrible. And it's funny because I read, I write, and I'm terrible at like pronouncing names, so it's like it's insane. But you can't be good at everything, right? Like you could read a name, but still you can mispronounce it, right? But I guess that I can just always Google it or something like that too, or just sound it out. Like how we used to do in school is you had to put your finger by it and just like see how many syllables it was and just sound it out. Like,
you want to know a secret, Braden? On my work computer, I have a tab open for Google. So if I have struggle with a name, I type in the name and I turn on my volume up and I just let the computer tell me how to pronounce the name.
See, that's what I need to do. That's exactly what I need to do. Because if I hear it once, then if I could hear it, then I think I'll get it. But for whatever, like sometimes I just like to say Destiny's name wrong just to fuck with her. Other times I just say it too fast, and she's like, "God damn it!"
Because it's not hard. It's so easy.
Yeah, it's just Braden. Imagine this. The Saint or the Rams running back Marshall Faulk, right?
Yeah.
It's just Faulkner. Destiny Faulkner. Yeah, there you go. That's how you can friggin' establish it. Even though I was smart and I just asked Destiny first, like, Destiny, how do you say your last name? So I just know.
Fuck nerd.
You know what? That's just what I'm going to start saying.
What about
Destiny
Mia's
Faulkner.
last name?
I'm not even going to attempt to say Palazzola. Okay,
I think you had it. I think you nailed
You're
it.
not too
Pazuzu.
far off.
No.
Shut up, Brad.
Y'all just say what I say.
Paco.
I say Mia Lollapalooza. That's all I say. So
That's fair.
yeah, Mia Lollapalooza. That's it.
Okay, and before we go to the next movie, I want to address. I wasn't going to try and make a big deal out of it, but we've already got officially on Good Will Hunting our very first super chat, and I do want to address it. So thank you so much, Cody Snyder, for doing that. That's really, really kind of you. Cody Snyder saying, I'm bouncing back and forth. Dave is live too. Yeah, I know. Dave, I'm looking at you. We need to have a talk. Not missing. We respect Dave a lot for all of his work. So, but yeah, Dave is live too. Also, I'm in the gym. You guys are metal enough for that. Thank you so much, Cody, and we appreciate you.
Thanks a lot, man. Let's get metal. I like it.
And you can even pronounce it that way too.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So yeah, good job.
Faulkner.
Faulkner.
Yeah, Faulkner.
Mud, I'm never gonna say it wrong again. I'm done saying it wrong after that. Now that I just see the W in it, see, that's it. Mud taught me something tonight. Mud, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
I like Brad's ones of that say Faulkner, like Faulkner. Put the little Pennywise twist on it. But all right, so we got anybody, or did y'all any ever last minute thoughts about Scream 6? Because I know we'll say prediction videos about how me and Brad will beat Destiny here in the first week of March. But other than that, do y'all have anything else you want to say about Scream 6?
Can't wait.
Was that your slice? Did you trademark that, by the way, Braden?
I do need to trademark opening slice.
I'm telling you, you need to make it a shirt, because I'm telling you, that'll catch.
I will.
Apparently, we're trying to figure out how to say Desi's last name. Now, even Cody Snyder is saying Faulkner or Q.
I'm glad this is such a hot debate.
Yeah, so okay, just let us know, how would you pronounce her last name in the comic section. But okay, who wants to throw out the next movie? Mia wants this to be open. So Mia, do you have anything, or anyone share with the class?
That is my most anticipated movie, because I love the Evil Dead franchise.
Hell yeah. And just did you watch the trailer for it?
I did.
Okay, what are your thoughts about the trailer?
I'm not a trailer watcher, but I was my brother came to me and he's like, you have to watch the trailer, so I did it. And I liked it. I didn't think it gave away too much, but it looks bloody, which I like. I love me a bloody Evil Dead movie. So I'm looking forward to that they're not skimping on the blood, making it PG-13. So I'm excited for a nice, gory, R-rated Evil Dead. And I've never seen Evil Dead in the theaters before, so I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh, okay. And you know what? Mia, I'll just follow suit for you. I have also not seen an Evil Dead movie at the theater, so Evil Dead Rise will be that first movie. And it comes out on the week of my birthday, so that gets to be my birthday movie this year. And I'm so freaking excited, because AMC always sends me a free drink and popcorn, and that would be the movie to use it on. But yeah, I love the trailer. I thought, first off, like the freaking thing getting close to the eye right there, and I hate anything with eyes and teeth in horror movies. So I'm nervous about that. But other than that, don't know much what's going on with the story, which that's actually a good thing. They sold the movie in other ways. So I am super freaking excited, even though I'm just confused of why people think that the Evil Dead like mother possessed thing, or why they're comparing it to the lady in Smile. I see a little bit of comparison, but come on, that's not really a fair comparison.
I mean,
when I
Smile.
Go on, Mia. Sorry.
No, you're good. I actually saw the poster for the first time, and I thought it looked a lot like the mother from Oculus.
Yes.
Ooh, see, that's a better comparison.
Yeah, I could see that one for sure.
Yeah.
Braden, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't talking over anyone, you know. So,
anyway, no, I'm just kidding.
I sent the poster to my buddy, and he actually thought that like I was sending him like another Smile movie, like because like when you glance at it at your phone and like you don't open the image or anything, it's like it could very well like that's kind of what I thought it was too. Like when I was kind of like scrolling through Instagram. Like I was like, oh shit. I'm like, what the hell is it? I was like, oh, Evil Dead. Fuck. Like, and then they like the teaser that they released before the poster, like of the little girl like peeking through the eye hole, and then you see the mother. I was just like, oh, like, see, that's pretty awesome. And I also am a big fan now, and this shows also confidence, you know, that this was initially supposed to be an HBO Max project. And now the fact that it's going to be in theaters, I feel like says a lot. You know, I feel like it shows that the studio is confident with their work. confident that it can do really well in theaters, and really that this movie is meant to be experienced in theaters. There's a couple movies that came out in 2022 that should have been experienced in the movie theater. I'm looking at you, Prey. Prey
Yeah,
is
I was about to say Prey too. Like, take gum.
Should have been a theater experience for a fact. It would have been so much better. So I think that studios are kind of like, you know what? Well, what's the worst thing that we can do? Because if people are going to pay to come and see it, then it's better than them paying for the streaming service and, you know, watching it at home when they can come to the theater and pay money to see it, and we can actually make more back from that. So, you know, I think this is a really good business move, and it shows confidence. So.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I feel like a lot of studios are learning from last year with like movies with Prey, Hellraiser, and those type of movies not getting that theater treatment. Because like we haven't seen those like properties like of Pinhead and Predator being on the big screen for such a long time. Which because again, we're still trying to forget just the horribleness of what is it, Predator? Or I'm sorry, The Predator. Sorry, I can't. That and Predator's mixed up, but The Predator was absolutely a shit show. But I feel like we just went enough years where like people would be accepting. Plus, just the story that they chose to go with. Like, so that's why I feel like some of these studios with that first drink is starting to hit me now. What's the studio for Evil Dead Rise?
I think it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. Yeah, that was it. And Warner Brothers is one of the first studios to make that move of like putting that like trust into those like popular horror titles. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. So Desi, what are your thoughts about Evil Dead Rise?
I'm really excited, like both Mia and you. I haven't seen an Evil Dead movie in theaters. So I'm really excited to actually sit down in theaters and like be able to see one. And from watching, like, I was excited for it, but it kept getting delayed. And so, like, until I saw something for it, I wasn't really even thinking about it because it just kept getting pushed back and pushed back. Then when the trailer came out and I watched it, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to see the cheese grater scene, whatever's going to happen. I'm really excited for that. That part made me, like, I was watching it at work and I was on my break with my headphones in, and I, like, winced. I was like, oh my God, like this is gonna be so brutal. And like Evil Dead 2013, that movie like literally made me throw up. So I'm kind of hoping for the same effect with this one, because like you said, the eyeball scene, I'm also not a fan of eyeball stuff. That's what made me throw up from 2013. So I kind of hope it does the same thing. So I'm really excited. And I don't know if y'all have seen Demons 2, but Demons, they're not like Deadites or anything, but I would say it's comparable, and it's set in a high-rise apartment. So when I found out it's kind of like the same like story, I was really curious because I wasn't a big fan of that. So I hope this one does it better, and I feel like it's going to. And I saw people talking about like kids and horror and stuff. If you've seen that movie, they don't care about the kids. Like even if you're a kid, shit's gonna happen. So I don't want the kid to die, you know, but I'm saying it does add more to the movie. So hopefully maybe that happens. I don't know. But
what if the kid becomes a Deadite?
That's what I'm saying.
Oof. Yeah. Like,
True.
God, that's even just scary to think of. Have we ever had a kid Deadite in the franchise?
No. That one girl from 2013 in the opening, she's probably like 16 or 17. She looked really young. So she's like the youngest, but she's still not like a child. She's like a teenager, so not like super young.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. Maybe we might get with Evil Dead Rise. And Brad, I know you got giddy over there when you mentioned the cheese grater, because a lot, like way long ago on this channel, we even projected like for Scream 5 that there was going to be a kid with a cheese grater, and we were so disappointed. But now actually seeing a cheese grater being used in a horror movie, Brad, I know you're excited.
I got really pumped about that. I saw that and I said, you know what? That was an idea that we had in our second ever Good Will Hunting video, and here it is coming to fruition. No, it's not going to Scream, but it is going to Evil Dead. So that's really exciting. And just in general, man, the first time I even knew this movie was coming out was one of the first episodes of Back from the Dead when I used to be a part of it. I used to get invited to it, ladies and gents, believe it or not.
Brad, I always leave the fucking door open for you. Don't bring that bullshit up in here.
But But we used to do news those first few episodes, and this was one of the things that came up for that, and read about it,
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, that's a long time ago,
Yeah,
and
we're old.
I was intrigued, man. I was intrigued then, just because I knew Bruce Campbell. Like, I knew he wasn't in the movie per se, but he was really helping get it pushed forward and stuff. He was really involved, as was Sam Raimi at the time as well. Lee Cronin is somebody that Sam Raimi actually handpicked to do the movie. So I felt pretty good about it. Even going to HBO, it didn't bother me too much because HBO's freaking kick ass with all their stuff most of the time. It's not like going to Netflix or anything. Like HBO, like they actually come out with some good stuff. But then, dude, we saw that trailer, man. It looks scary as hell, man. But it also looks like we're still going to have fun with it. And what I mean by that is not like Evil Dead 2, but like we're going to have some over-the-top blood. We're going to have some over-the-top gore. We're just going to go in there. We're going to have a good time. People can get sliced up with cheese graters, and it's still going to be scary too.
Yeah, so I'm freaking excited for Evil Dead Rise. Again, I believe that is April 21st. So be sure to go ahead and get your advance tickets when they go on sale, because I know that's going to possibly be one of the best horror movies of 2023. Which I'll even ask that at the end too, with after all the movies we talked about, of like the top movie other than Scream 6, another movie you're most hyped for 2023. So, any other thoughts about Evil Dead Rise?
I know I saw people complaining about like because from like the original or like I guess like really the first three, a lot of times when you turn to the Deadite, you're like white eyes. And people are like complaining about that. Even in 2013, they don't have white eyes. It's more like yellowish. But I would like to see at least one of them with white eyes, just like as a good like little nod back to like the original, because I do think the white eyes is really scary because we see yellow eyes and like possession stuff too, so it's not really out there. But I would like to go back to the white eyes for at least one Deadite. I think that would just be cool to see.
Yeah, and do they have like a better way to do it? Because I know way back when those glass contacts has really hurt them for like a long period of time. So do you think they have I guess what I'm trying to say is like, do they have something better to make like their eyes white and all that?
Yeah, because like I wore blind contacts and they do make like full contacts, and it might be uncomfortable, but they don't hurt. It's just it would feel weird, but it won't cause you like pain or anything. It's not glass anymore. Like they're really soft. So contacts have definitely come a long way in like 40 years. So it's still possible without it being unbearable, pretty much.
Yeah, and I would think so too. I just didn't know for sure. And I figure when you did that cosplay for the autopsy of Jane Doe, so I just figure you would knew that. A nice little exit from Evil Dead Rises. Do you think the cheese grater scene will be practical?
I hope so.
Oh, so you actually want them to use real skin and all that? Mia, you sick up.
Like tattoo, fake skin, yeah, but like, I mean, Evil Dead's, well, most of Evil Dead, like especially 2013, is big on practical effects. So, I feel like they'll have at least, like 75% practical, with maybe a little bit of mixed in CGI, but nothing like crazy CGI fail or anything. I don't see them doing anything like that.
Yeah, and I hope that's the case, because I always say we need more practical effect work, especially the era we live in today, because practical effects are just the most realistic thing you can get before you actually do the real thing and all that. So I absolutely hope you're right on that.
Me too.
That would be insane to make Evil Dead and make it CGI.
God, I would not think it looked good at all.
No, I definitely think it's going to be, like Mia said, it's going to be mostly practical, but there's going to probably be CGI touches, which is just like normal. And there's a way to obviously make it look good when you combine them, as long as it's not so heavy on the CGI. So I think it's going to be both.
Yeah, and Gavin brings up a point. Let's just pray that they don't CGI a face in the wall like they did on Nightmare on Elm Street remake. God. Hey, I am a defender of that remake, even though I will say I can't defend that scene. So you got me there. Can't defend that one, but I could defend a lot of other things about that movie.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
So let's see.
Freddy's
here.
makeup.
Oh my God. But all right. Anybody else for our movie? We're just moving along here.
Let's
Maxxine.
talk.
Oh, sorry.
That'll work. No,
Yeah,
Maxxine's good, man. I'm good with
hey,
it.
whoever just freaking show says Desi, you brought it up first, and I know how much you loved Mia Goth's performance as Maxine in X. So, how excited are you?
I'm very excited because I really thought that Scream 5 was going to be my favorite movie of the year. And it's probably the most rewatchable just because like I said, I love Scream. But X was my favorite movie of the year, and Pearl was at number 3 right behind Scream 5. So I really love this little like franchise that we're getting with this character, and just to see like I don't know, like the growth of like what's going on and see like what could have happened and like what is happening. And because it's set in like LA, like in Hollywood during the 80s, I love 80s style movies. I know a lot of people say they're like overplayed now, but like I don't care because I didn't grow up in the 80s, so I love this shit. So I'm really excited. And plus Ty West and Mia Goth, like they've already done so much stuff or 2 movies together that were both just great in my opinion. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. And I like that we don't really know exactly what direction it's going to go in, because I feel like it can go in 2 directions. She could either be like killing people, which I feel like that's probably where it's going to go, like, because we don't really know. So it could either be like she's good or she's bad. And I like that we don't really know. And Mia Goth herself said that Maxxine is the best script out of all 3, which is really cool because I already feel like both scripts we've gotten were both great. So if she's saying it the best, which of course she's a part of it, she could just be saying that. But if she's sitting there saying it is the best of the 3, I'm really excited. And I like that it makes me a little nervous because I'm like, oh, Maxine's coming out this year, but like, is it really? Because they said it was, but we haven't really gotten anything for it yet. So I hope it is still. And if so, I cannot wait to see how this little franchise ends and to see what direction that they go in.
Yeah, and pretty much, I absolutely agree with everything you just said right there. Even though I will say, I'm a little nervous because how great Pearl and X is, and so like Maxine is going to be put on a high, like on top of the pole, like the food chain, or however that phrase goes. Right now, I'm already pretty much juiced at this point, but so. I'm just to say the most thing I'm excited for is the soundtrack of Maxine, just because they're going to go 80s routes and they can go so many freaking directions with music. And I think it's definitely possibly going to be the best soundtrack of 2023.
Yes, I fucking love 80s music. Like The Strangers Pray at Night, that is my favorite soundtrack of like any movie. And it could either go really poppy or it can go other directions. And I feel like it might be like a mixture of the two, because like I thought X had a great soundtrack, and obviously Pearl didn't have like a crazy soundtrack because it was 1918 in the movie. So I wasn't expecting it to have like a lot of music in it, but I do hope that Maxine really utilizes like the music, because I love the 80s. So
Yeah, hell yeah. And Brad, Mia, Braden, what are your all thoughts about Maxine?
I mean, I think Mia Goth's a powerhouse. I mean, she's really proven herself over these 2 films, and I think Maxine is, her last baby to prove like what she's got to show everybody. I mean, plus Ty West, I mean, he's done great last 2 movies. I don't think he's just gonna drop the ball. At least I hope he doesn't drop the ball on the last one. But I think it's a lot more to go over with her background with her religious cult parents, and plus maybe what happens after the whole Pearl scenario, and maybe how the 2 are similar, whatever. But I think she'll definitely portray Maxine as she did in X even better, and hopefully more badass if that's possible.
And you actually brought up something that I actually think could possibly be a good story in Maxine. You mentioned about her parents and how she ran away from home. What if the parents get brought back to the fray? And then we got to learn more about why she left, like more in detail why she left, and they're trying to get her to come home and she won't, and then all hell breaks loose.
I mean, it's a good comparison between the parents too, because you see Pearl's parents in Pearl, and you can see just already the similarities between, you know, childhood trauma and, you know, growing up with controlling parents and stuff like that, and how they could be very similar and they just follow different paths in life.
Yeah, so like I hope they go that way. It's just so great point for bringing that up, Mia. Brad, what about you for Maxxxine? Because you're actually the smart one between us two, Brad. You actually remember to include Maxxxine in your anticipated 2023 list, unlike my dumbass self. Completely forgot it. So, Brad, what are your thoughts?
I did slap it in there, man. I think this is my most anticipated horror movie of the year. Although Scream will actually kind of compete with that now, thanks to that trailer. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how they stick the landing here. And I think I have no reason to believe they're not going to stick that landing to make one of the better horror trilogies we've ever seen. And yeah, and the reason being is because it's all been so character based, man. All the first two movies were. This movie's going to be, you know, a nice little, you know, other side of that as well. Kind of seeing, hopefully, we'll see Maxxxine become a star. You know, the star that Pearl always wanted to be, and we'll just rock and roll with that. But I'm really looking forward to it, man. I think. Like you said, Destiny, Mia Goth's really talking highly about this one, saying it's going to be the, you know, the biggest, the boldest, you know, the best one yet of this trilogy. Again, she could be blowing smoke, but she seems genuinely excited about it. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, again, very excited about it. Hopefully and Braden, you good? You hit your microphone, or are you
yeah,
just
I know. I'm sorry.
About Maxxxine?
I know, like I was trying to come up and like get an itch on my ear, and like my hand just whack-a-mole my fucking mic. So
Epic fail.
I do apologize for that, everyone. If you guys heard the big thud.
Oh, absolutely, I heard it. That's why I addressed it there. But man, I know you're excited, Braden. Braden, what are your thoughts about Maxxxine?
Yeah, so of the two so far, X is definitely like I did very much enjoy X. Shit, I very much enjoyed Pearl, and I'm not gonna lie, the fact that I truly do think that Mia Goth should get the Oscar nod or for that final monologue scene alone, like fucking hell, like she should easily be nominated. She's so good in that, but it's just the Oscars never look that way, and I'm just like, I think that's bullshit. But Maxxxine, like I honestly thought that was a 2024 release, so I don't have that on my list right now either. So you know, I thought that was next year. But if it is coming out this year, then yeah, I'm definitely going to gain more excitement on it as we get more information on the film. Because like as of right now, we know the title, we know that Mia Goth is in it. Obviously, she's saying, like, you know, Destiny was able to say to us that she's saying that this is the boldest script. So I'm definitely excited to see what it is that they're going to do with this movie. And Brad, to your point, it would be kind of cool to see her rise to, you know, fame and see how she handles it. You know, whereas Pearl was the counter opposite. Like she wanted to rise to fame, never did. And it would be cool to see someone that Pearl saw herself as in Mia Goth's character in X. And I think that it would be interesting, like you said, to see like how that, like, you know, she's able to adapt to it, right? And it takes place in Los Angeles. Bretman, I think that you said that it has the potential. I'm not going to, like you said, best soundtrack of the year. And I'm like, you got to remember from a non-horror standpoint, Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out too. So,
you got me there. You got me there.
And they have a fantastic soundtrack within their movies as well. So, I mean, you know, but no, I definitely agree. I think from a horror perspective, yeah, they can have some really, really good, you know, songs in there for sure. So I am excited to see what they do with this. I think it's great that it was put on a pretty fast track. So I guess I'm kind of shocked that I didn't think it was going to be out by the end of this year. So, but it also could be early next year. I don't know. We don't know yet because there's no release date.
Well, I do hope this year. If not, at least they'll have time to develop Maxxxine into without it like feeling rushed. So, 2024, I would be okay with. But if we can get it in 2023, that would be so damn awesome, as well. So, did y'all have like any last thoughts about Maxxxine? Going once, going twice. Sold to the gentleman in the back. So Atanas actually brings up a good point. I haven't heard much about this. It's The Strangers 3 coming out this year. There have not really been an update in months. Yeah, there's some rumors that like they're already done with like the first movie, but I think it's just like in post-production right now. But I'm not sure if it's necessarily a 2023 movie as of right now. Have y'all heard anything different?
No, not at all.
No.
I heard like one little thing about it, and then it just died off.
And I don't even know if it's going to be like The Strangers 3. I think they're trying to say it's what the story so far is like. Apparently it's like a couple traveling and then they stop somewhere and like shit goes down. So I don't even think it is like a remake or anything. I think it is like the third one, but I don't even think they're calling it 3 or anything. But besides that little like, I don't know, like plot description, I haven't heard anything about it except we're supposed to get fucking 3 of them, which is just so weird in my opinion to announce. I guess they really think that, you know, which I love The Strangers. Pray at Night, one of my favorites. But like, just to like come out of nowhere and be like, we're getting 3 new Strangers movies. Like, whoa, let's just get one before we decide we're doing 3. Let's just make sure this is good. So I think it's pretty bold to announce they're doing 3, which they could just be saying that, and this could do bad and we just don't get another one for a while. But I love The Strangers, so I'm curious to see. I've seen like pictures of like one of, I guess, the main star on set like being all bloody and stuff. So I mean, I hope it's good.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, definitely. That's the big word.
Yeah. I mean, you know how they push, like when they one, they're like, we're going to film it back to back to back, and we're going to film, 2-3 movies within 6 months. It's just not realistic because they're not all going to come out usually amazing. So.
Yeah.
I
absolutely.
Fear Street.
I was going to say, unless it's Fear Street.
Which apparently that's in development too, so we should maybe be seeing that in 2024 potentially. I
would like that.
Oh, hey, I would love that too. Brad, I know you were a big fan of Strangers Pray at Night. So are you excited for Prey? Or not Prey, Strangers or The Strangers?
I like Prey.
I
like The Strangers. The Strangers is good. So I did hear that these were going to kind of go back to the first movie's roots. From what I heard, I don't know how accurate that is. So that I'm excited about. I like that. I don't know. I feel like the second one just tried to be something that it wasn't. So I'm kind of looking forward to, going back to those more horror roots and not just cramming a bunch of badass songs and go about it that way.
I'm going to go get another drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
And also the music was deserved, Brad. You're telling me that scene wasn't one of the best scenes you've ever seen in your life?
It was cool, but they were just playing on the 80s nostalgia at that time. It was right after Stranger Things. It even stole Stranger Things font in the opening. Like it was just like, let's just play on to what's hot right now. Put a bunch of 80s font. It's not even set in the 80s.
No.
It wasn't even set in the 80s.
Take.
It's a modern 80s movie.
Summer
of 84, which was set in 84. I will give it that.
Yeah,
we're not going to do it again. We're not going to do it again.
Yeah, I was like, Desi, go get a drink. We don't need to be starting this shit right now. This is the first episode of Screen Warriors. We cannot begin and then end it all at the same time. Mia, don't encourage it.
No, she will run back and start fighting me on it.
I know she will. That's why we're going to quickly move on real quick. And Byron, what's going on, my friend? Let's see here. And Toronto Frey's saying, have y'all seen the Never Hike Alone 2 teaser? I get nightmare vibes from it. I actually have not, but I'll just wait until it comes out just to see it. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little burned out from Friday the 13th fan films, which My Special Boy, which is the perfect way to end the last good Friday the 13th fan film for me to watch before I take a break on Friday the 13th fan films. So have y'all seen the Never Hike Alone 2 teaser? Any of you?
No, I know that it came out last Friday. I've meant to watch. It's like 5 minutes. I think it's a clip or it's like an opening. I think it's actually
like, fuck me, a 5-minute teaser.
Yeah, I think it's the opening sequence of the movie. If I know,
okay.
I know that one of my director of photographies that I normally work with for my productions, He watched it. He said it looked really good. And obviously you've got Tom Matthews and everything like that in it. And he's kind of going to be fighting Jason. And this is the big showdown from what they've been building up there. I think that, the move, like just the stills and everything I've seen, like Womp Stomp and I follow each other on, social media, and everything. So it's like seeing, the stills and everything. I mean, they've done great work, right, in the past. Like Never Hike is definitely, I will admit it, it's kind of the layout as to what followed with all these fan films and everything,
I agree.
It's just how it is. Like, that's just, if you look at the trend that came out in 2017, and after that, that's when all these horror fan films came out. So, and I'm excited, don't get me wrong, I'm excited to see kind of like how they close this chapter out. I remember when they announced that they were going to do like a web series, but I also get that COVID happened and they were like, dude, we can't keep just doing over the years, like, these little 30-minute things. So I think from a business standpoint, great move to make it a feature. And I know that that's what a lot of people wanted, and that's what they're getting. So, they're going to close out this. And then I'm honestly more intrigued to see what they're going to do original wise after Never Hike. I'm intrigued to see what Womp Stomp has in their brains for an original project. So
yeah, I definitely want to start to see an original project for them versus just heavily rely on Friday the 13th. So, have the rest of you seen the teaser that Braden was talking about?
I have not.
No, but I meant to, because I really did like Never Hike Alone and Never Hike in the Snow. Oh my God. I remember like watching that whenever it premiered on YouTube and being really excited for it. And it was so good. And it was obviously short because, they talked about separating it and then making it like a full movie and stuff. So I am excited to see what they do next, because I just remember one kill from Never Hike in the Snow and just being like blown away. Like, I was just like, wow, that looks really fucking good. So I hope they keep up that sort of like work with this. And I do need to watch that still, because I am excited to see it, because I really did like those other two. So
yeah. I'll definitely watch it too, for sure. And Matthew brings up another one is coming out this year. For speaking of fan films, real quick, of 2023, Dylan's new Nightmare is exciting.
Dude,
Yeah, I can't even lie, dude. Like, when I saw that image of Dave as Freddy, man, like, I was fucking blown away. I genuinely mean, like, my jaw was on the fucking ground for like how good that Freddy looked. It literally looked about as good as, like, even though A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is kind of like, in my book, but like Freddy in that movie looks really good. The makeup looks really damn good, but I don't hate A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, but it's just like, I'm a big fan of the original. So, so the sequel is just kind of like, we could talk about that on a different stream, sure. Yeah. But when it comes down to just like the makeup and everything, oh man, I think that the makeup looks about as good as it would in A Nightmare on Elm Street 2. So, I think that I'm really excited to see Dave's performance. He's a professional voice actor, so I'm sure as hell that he's going to do really damn good as Freddy. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with. Yes, I definitely normally don't agree with Chad, but yeah, like, because I love Nightmare on Elm Street 2. It took me a while. I'll admit, it took me a while to get like behind it, but after like the documentary of Mark Patton, I really sat down and really paid attention to Nightmare 2, and I now I love it.
Maybe I just need to see it again. Honestly, it's been quite a few years since I've actually sat down and watched it all the way through. Like, if it's been on AMC Fear Fest a couple times, like during Halloween, and I'll just kind of like sit down and watch whatever scenes are playing, like in between stuff. So maybe if I actually sit down and watch it again, I feel like I might like it a bit more and appreciate it. So how about that? How about we come back? How about we come back and, we talk about it after I've had the chance to watch it fully again. So
Hell yeah, I'm down for that. And Brad, I know you're a big fan of Dave McRae, so I know you're fucking excited for Dylan's New Nightmare.
Oh, dude, I've been stoked for this since 2019 when they first announced it. I think it was 2019. I remember, I there was him and Cecil. They had a couple talks on both their channels, and I listened to those. I was really stoked. And then obviously it just got delayed because of COVID and everything, and it's finally coming, man. And yeah, like you said, it looks freaking awesome. That makeup effect, man. Holy shit. Obviously, I think. Yeah, dude, the voice is good. I'm really excited to see the performance, man. I'm really looking for. Dave's gonna bring it everything he's got. I already know that, dude. It's gonna be freaking. It's gonna be awesome, man. Really looking forward to it.
So definitely an early contender for the Real Horror Awards of 2024. So I'm looking forward to Dylan's New Nightmare. I think it's going to be great. So yeah, great job, Chad, for make sure we brought up fan films. Is there other fan films that are going to come out in 2023 that I'm forgetting to mention? Because Dylan's New Nightmare. There is one that Matt always tells me about. It's Valentine Bluffs, which is a My Bloody Valentine fan film that actually is coming out on Valentine's Day this year. So I do remember that one. I'm really looking forward to watching that one, just because for them to have the balls to attack My Bloody Valentine as a fan film ain't like the most exciting idea, but it definitely be something different that tackles on other fan like a Friday the 13th or a Halloween fan film.
I think they had a pretty successful Indiegogo campaign. Do they have a trailer out right now for it? I haven't seen a trailer.
Yeah, I think they do. I'll look after the show and I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure they had at least one.
I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that they were doing and that was actually one of those fan films that was featured on Bloody Disgusting, which is actually where I saw it for the first time. So I'm curious to see how it looks and everything. I do like My Bloody Valentine, but you're right. I would actually compare that being as hard to tackle as Black Christmas, but Dave obviously brought his A game to It's Me, Billy. So, and they tackled that very well. So, I mean, I'm curious to kind of just see like what the production value is like, between the two. So,
yeah, absolutely. And whatever Chad is referencing to, watch it now. Whatever Chad's talking about, watch it now.
It's Nightmare on Elm Street too.
Oh yeah, but there it is. So be sure to watch it, Braden, and then let us know for the next Screen Warriors what you think about it. So, Brad, what about you? Is there a particular 2023 movie we haven't really talked about yet that you're excited for?
Yeah. We talked about a lot of big ones, and there's still a couple more to go. But I think we're kind of in the middle now. Let's talk about a couple of the smaller ones, or some of the lesser known ones, I guess. And the one which one do you think I'm talking about, Bertie?
Oh, you already know which one I want you to talk about.
Okay, well, I don't know which one we're talking about, but I do know that the one that I'm thinking about now is the 165. Y'all see the trailer for that?
Ah, damn.
Oh, I have seen the trailer for that. Yeah, I think that's Adam Driver, right? That's the one.
Yeah, dude, it looks
cool.
Yes. It's so yeah, he's going he's on some space exploration trip. He's got passengers and shit in tow. They crash land. Okay, we've seen that before, right? Okay, weird ass planet. There's creatures roaming around. This is from the writers of Quiet Place, by the way. So that's what got me intrigued. They go down there. There's creatures on the planet, and then they come to find out they actually crash landed on Earth 65 million years ago. There's fucking dinosaurs and shit out here that they're running around from, and the effects and everything look outstanding. It looks better than Jurassic freaking whatever this last movie was that came out last year. I mean, it looks way better than that. I'm really excited about it. It looks cool.
Chad
supposed to be like a horror movie?
Pitch Black with dinosaurs.
Or is it supposed to be
anytime you're running from dinosaurs, it's scary as hell. So
it's supposed to be like more like sci-fi kind of, or
yes,
yeah.
Definitely
It's like
sci-fi.
a sci-fi. Yeah, for sure.
Let's just. I even told Brad this.
Horror.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
But it's on the list of bloody disgusting horror movies from 2023, so I figured it counts.
Fair enough.
No, and I was actually thinking the best way to describe 65 is pretty much Planet of the Apes, but with dinosaurs. But dinosaurs don't talk.
Yeah, or like Chad said here, Pitch Black with dinosaurs too is another good option. But anyway, that's just one that we don't have to talk about it too much. But it's a lesser known one that I'm excited about it.
Hey, I'm excited. I'm excited for it too. When I saw that, when you mentioned it, and then I went to, I can't remember what movie I watched. I'm pretty sure it was Megan, and then they showed the trailer. I was like, oh, okay, now I know why Brad is freaking excited about this, and now I'm excited about it too. So I'm definitely going to watch it. So
I'll throw you
let's
another
see.
smaller one too, just to get just to get people pumped up again. Okay, there's a Child's Play documentary coming out this year, diving deep into the franchise, just like they did with that Nightmare on Elm Street one before, like and stuff like that. So that looks kind of cool too.
Oh,
But that's
like
coming
Never Sleep. Oh, is it like on the route of Never Sleep Again?
It looks like it, man. I think it's coming out in April,
Oh,
and
that's gonna be so cool.
yeah, so that's kind of cool. Especially Child's Play is still very much alive, man. So I thought that was gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Toronto Freddy, thank you so much, man. $2. It's a Canadian super chat, I believe. That's what CA, I believe, means. It's Canada. Saying didn't realize y'all had super chats yet. 1K. Yep. We got that feature available, but me and Brad are saying that is completely optional. If you want to, great. If not, you just being in the chat is all greatly appreciated.
Yeah, dude, much appreciated, Toronto.
Yes, thank you so much, Toronto. But since Brad's not going to damn mention it, and Chris saying that the movie does not exist, which it perfectly does, I'll be the asshole that mentions it. The Nun 2.
Get out of here, dude.
I'm not excited about it, but I'm definitely intrigued to see if it'll pretty much be the Annabelle creation of it gaining like more success than its original movie of The Nun. So are you all any excited for The Nun, or am I just that asshole that's just excited for it?
I'm going to give it a chance.
One.
You haven't seen the first one?
No.
Good for you.
Is that a dark?
I'm
is that a
scared.
dark joke, or have you not seen it?
Like I haven't seen it because I love the franchise so much, and I don't want to ruin it for myself. That's like why I won't watch
very
Jigsaw,
safely assumed.
Because I'm scared to watch Jigsaw too. So.
Hey, Jigsaw's not bad. It's just different.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's not great. It's definitely at the bottom, second to the probably second to third worst in the franchise.
What's the worst?
Saw 7 by sure. Yeah,
Saw 7. Cotton Candy Blood.
The final chapter is absolutely atrocious. So
That's true.
Except for Chester Bennington, even though he plays a bad guy.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Except for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's definitely the most memorable scene too. Plus, it makes me cringe every time he leans forward too, and it's just that little I saw a comment here. I'm trying to. Toronto Freddy, of course we need it, man. We do need the Nun 2. What any other thoughts about the Nun 2, or y'all just want me to shut the fuck up?
Literally nobody asked for this. Nor did they ask for the first one.
I mean, it's on its way. It's on its way, right? Like there's obviously like the thing with the first Nun movie, the thing that I feel like just disappointed everybody is the fact that the movie had the opportunity to be so damn good. It had the opportunity to be really good, but then
it really did from the trailer.
Yeah, and we got like most of the jump scares were in the trailer. Like, and the Nun is barely in the fucking movie, which is another issue right there. Mm-hmm. Like, she's the title character. That's who we're there to see. They could have really made it effective. The Nun 2, I'm going to give it a chance. Because, like, I mean, they made a good Annabelle sequel, right? They made Annabelle, the first movie, absolutely awful. Annabelle Creation... What? I didn't like Annabelle the first one at all, actually. But Annabelle Creation I very much enjoyed, and I think David F. Sandberg he's one of my favorite directors working today. So I think that he's absolutely great. Gonna give the Nun 2 a shot. Not saying it's gonna be good, but I will be there. I'm gonna see it, support it, and hope that it's better than its predecessor. So.
Man, Desi, I didn't know me mentioning the Nun 2 was going to give you a headache.
I don't. Look, The Conjuring in my top 10 favorite movies ever, or horror movies, or probably even movies. I love The Conjuring. Don't care that much for The Conjuring 2, and I don't care for Valak. I did not find her scary at all, and we got a whole movie with it, and I was like, okay. I watched it. You can't see anything. It's cliche. It's boring. It's not memorable. It's a waste. I don't care to see a second one. but that's just me, you know. So I don't really, whatever. And I love Bonnie Tyler. I love the lady that plays the nun. I think she's so cool. Love her. I just don't find the nun to be effective for me. And so, I don't know. I'm just, I won't be there in the theater. I'll probably wait for streaming or something because I'm not excited for it. I just, unless they, you know, they could surprise us like Annabelle Creations, I don't know. I really don't know.
I tell you one thing for sure is that I was a fan of the nun in The Conjuring 2. That was the best part of the movie. It was scary as hell, creepy. So when they announced the nun, I was like, we don't need it, but whatever. I'm excited. Let's do this. Let's get scared again like we did in Conjuring 2. I like that. I was so excited. I didn't see it in theaters, so I guess I wasn't that excited. It came to HBO. I put it on. This is one of the only movies I've ever turned off at home. I just said, I cannot finish this movie. It's so bad. It's so boring. There's nothing. All these movies do. They come out with The Nun. They come out with The Nun 2, Annabelle 3. Annabelle Creations was good. It was definitely the best of that trilogy, but it's still not needed when you look at it at the end of the day. And all these movies are doing are bringing down the average quality of the Conjuring franchise. When you plug them all in there, you're like, oh, the Conjuring, oh, you got 100% rating in your franchise. And then all these other movies come out. We're down to like a 60 now, I bet, if you were to average them all out. I mean, they're all freaking trash, man. And we don't need this shit in our lives. Let's just focus on
yeah, the White Russian's kicking in, Brad.
How'd you feel about Devil Made Me Do It?
Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh my God.
Oh, horrible.
Devil Made
Terrible.
Oh my God, yeah.
That movie was so bad. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I didn't see that until like way later after it came out. And I was watching it. I was like, how did y'all fuck this up so bad? Like from the original to this, it's embarrassing. So
because it was supposed to be like the exorcism of Emily Rose. That's all they had to do was make it similar to that movie. But no, it was a complete shit show. And I unfortunately saw it on the biggest screen I've ever saw in my entire life. And I was just sadly disappointed.
It's just in the ending, I was like, what are we doing? And that's how I felt the whole time watching The Nun. I was like, what are we doing? And then the way that they try to tie it together towards the first movie, I was like, oh, come on. Come the fuck on. Like, y'all are kidding, right? And they're not. So, therefore, I don't know. Again, it could be good. And maybe, like, I'll be fucking eating my words here and whenever the fuck it comes out. But I don't know.
And I'll be right over here saying, or me and Braden will be over like, we told you to give it a chance. We told you so. That's what we're hoping to say.
What do you think the odds are that actually happens, though?
I bet $5 on it.
I'm not going to bet.
Actually good.
If that Nun 2 is going to be better than the Nun, I would take that.
No, we didn't say
not
that.
better than.
Yeah,
just good.
That's a low bar. That's not.
That's
fair.
an extreme.
That's a pretty low. That's a pretty low bar. I mean, like, I'm gonna say, like, if it only can go up from the Nun, like, you know. So if it starts, like, I don't know, like, I'm gonna say it's really a 50-50. It's really okay, they either went up or they sunk lower. If they sunk lower, that's even worse. So, you know, like, I mean, because I'm not gonna lie, man, The Conjuring is like one of those movies where I don't think spin-offs, even like in general, were really necessary. You know, like I really found, like, you know, because in The Conjuring we saw Annabelle. Then, like, you know, they told that story in The Conjuring. We knew what the Annabelle doll was, and it was that was a case that the Warrens investigated. Sure, it was cool to, in Annabelle Creation, at least see like the dawn of the doll and kind of like seeing like how it ended up in the position that it was, and how Annabelle, whatever the fuck her last name was, how it all kind of tied into that opening of Annabelle, right? That was pretty cool. But like The Conjuring 2, those are like my two favorites in the
they're just the top of the food
universe.
Chain.
And I mean, I also love James Wan as a director. He has those one-shot suspenseful takes in both of those movies that just really like get me into it, because he is a genius with those one-shot takes. Like, so yeah, those are my two favorite right now. Like, I didn't care for really many of the spinoffs so far, except Annabelle Creation, and that's about it. So
Yeah, and that is a great point there, Braden. Brad, I know you had this highlighted. I was going to let you answer Thomas's question real quick.
Yes, I saw him ask that a couple times, so I didn't want to forget.
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry about that.
It's called Living with Chucky. I think it comes out April the 4th, at least according to this list. And it's coming to Screambox, and it's going to have a lot of people, man. Alex Vincent, Lynn Shay, Don Mancini, they're all going to be part of it. Jennifer Tilly, of course. It's going to be really cool.
Man, they already blew the title of the movie or the documentary already. It should just be called "Wanna Play," the Child's Play documentary.
Yeah, that was another option.
Yes, Oh, sorry. Yes,
I'm
Destiny.
so sorry. Can we take a potty break? I'm going to literally piss my pants.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely good. Yeah, we'll take a little
sorry.
break. No, you're good. Hey, when you got to go, you got to go.
I'm gonna get another drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, get another drink real quick. Yeah.
I'll second
there
that.
We go.
Yeah,
we're not like the stream is not over, guys. So just okay. Well, Brad didn't have to fucking leave. Oh God, this is fucking embarrassing.
Hold the fort.
Chris says Destiny broke the seal. Like, oh shit. Oh man. And I'm over here fucking juices all get out, and they are freaking like just relying on me. No, chat, we're not fucking leaving. The stream is not over. I got this under control. But we'll say hello to David Irwin real quick. What's going on, David? Saying, hi, guys, or just me right now, but I'll relay the message. I can't stay because it's late here in Ireland. Dude, my man for freaking at least saying hi. Good for you, man. We appreciate it. Just wondering, did any of you hear the new Friday the 13th movie update from Blade Discussing? Have a great stream, guys. Thank you so much. And once everybody gets back, we'll be sure to answer that question. No, we're not fucking leaving. Destiny, what have you done?
Did everyone have to take a piss?
Yeah. So
look,
Braden's getting a drink.
When I drink, I have to pee a lot. I've been holding it for probably like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Hey, in the future, just freaking just go. Like, I would just assume two things. Either you're sick of me or you're just peeing.
Apparently, everyone had to go, though. So, I think I did everyone a favor.
Hey, there you go. So, but yeah, Chris said Destiny broke the seal.
I did. Look, someone had to be the one to say it, and it was me, okay?
I'm glad you did, because we cannot be having an accident on a live stream, especially on the first ever Scream Warriors. So that would not be good.
The more I was sitting here, and I was like, oh no, I really have to go bad. So,
Bert, if you need to grab anything, I can hold it over for a second if you need to go.
I'm actually good. I peed before we began, and even though I might need my third Mike's Hard Lemonade here in a minute, I'm actually doing pretty good for someone who doesn't drink. Yeah. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Damn, I still need to give me that drink again because I loved it. I destroyed the 6-pack. Yeah, I love that drink for some reason. Just call me a basic white bitch or something, or whatever the phrase is, but I love it.
Cheers.
Basic white Bert.
There we go, Brad. That'll be a shirt.
Got the I just want to say that this is not a sponsor, but Bud Light with the Super Bowl logo on it. So
why are you drinking water?
Hey, don't you dare hate on Bud Light like that.
Of course I'm gonna hate on Bud Light like that.
Huh? I will say Sam Adams is my favorite beer. Like, favorite.
What about Samuel Jackson?
How about Samuel Loomis?
God,
what did you say, Brad, about Mike's Hard Lemonade?
Well, Brett was giving Braden a hard time about his beer, and I said Brett's drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade.
It's fucking delicious.
What's that supposed to mean, Brad?
Yeah, Destiny, what the fuck?
Look, I didn't say anything.
That's it. Destiny's on mute right now. Yeah, you're on mute. I got the power here.
It's juice.
Okay, now Destiny, you're back.
It's good juice.
Yeah, it's alcoholic juice. Who doesn't like juice?
Speaking of which, I feel juiced right now. Brad, remember that one time I got juiced at your bachelor party?
Yeah, I'll pull up the video right now, actually.
No, please don't do that. It's fucking. The only other person that's ever seen it was Destiny, but I was pretty sure I was drunk when I shared it.
So, that was pretty great, honestly.
Are you telling me you're hiding things from me, Brett?
Yeah, but you know what? As our friendship grows, maybe one day you'll see it. Maybe tonight.
I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy, and I better have that video in my inbox tonight, or you're
okay. Fine. You know what? After the stream is over, if we survive this, I will post it in the Scream Warriors chat. How about that? Would that make you all happy?
Yeah.
Can I please read Rubber Flood super chat?
I would absolutely love that because if I don't see it tonight, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to unfriend you on Facebook. So
No,
you
we're
know,
quitting
Well,
the
fuck, I
Screen
can't be
Warriors.
having that shit.
No,
You know what? If you unfriend me on Facebook, I'll no longer send you super chats, Braden.
whoa. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna
And that
I'm
affects
gonna,
me too. Let's calm down now.
We're going to war
Yeah, I was like,
right
did you
now.
even split? Do you even split the money on Fear Freaks? That's
Exactly.
the main question.
Think
Yeah.
this through, Braden.
Yeah, even though I
Exactly.
better not say that because I have to split it 5 ways after tonight. But anyways, Forever Flood, $5 super chat saying thank you for remaining professional, Brett. Even though I'm fucking juice as all hell out right now, unlike those other hacks. Forever Flood,
Flamethrower.
and
Flood,
thank you
my
for the
man.
$5 super chat.
One of my
important to stay
favorite
hydrated.
viewers. He's in our chat constantly.
We go to the same convention.
Wild.
Oh yeah. Hey, I
I'll
plan
find
on
you.
2024 visiting Florida, so hey, so be prepared.
All I did was laugh a little bit. Is that so wrong?
All I did was got up and took a piss
You were
and
hating
got
on
another
Mike's heart.
drink. That's it.
You know what? Let's get back on track.
Yeah.
Let's get back on track here. God almighty. What first off, thank you for such a great night, everybody, and for the chat. Now let's begin a little bit of part 2. I won't keep us much longer. I'll say about just to go another 30 more minutes if that's cool with everybody. So I know a movie comes out next Friday. I know Desi. Oh, speaking, we talked about the Mia Goth love over here. Infinity Pool. Who's seeing it next Friday?
Gonna try to. I didn't realize it was coming out like soon.
Guys.
Yeah, it
don't
comes
be
out.
so
Technically, it
excited.
comes out next Thursday, but everybody better be there for the Real Horror Awards. So go see it Friday.
Oh my god. I'm excited. That is on my list. Even though I watched the trailer and I still don't know what the fuck is going on, which I
You
kind of
probably won't.
like. I like when trailers
after.
don't really show everything because I just don't know. And it has one of the Skarsgårds in it, and it's a Cronenberg film, so that's really cool. I'm sure it's going to be wild and insane, and I'm excited to see, of course, Mia Goth. I'm just excited to see her again on the big screen. She looks like she's going to be playing a kind of out there person, like going crazy, which I love watching her do, so I can't wait to see it happen again.
Yeah, quick thing real quick. Evan, me, I know you were about to say something, but I was going to ask this question earlier. Are y'all afraid that Mia Goth plays such a good crazy bitch that that's pretty much what she's going to be labeled as for when people hire her for movies, is to play that over the top scary person? Or do you think this opens the door for more like actual serious like acting opportunities, like for dramas and stuff?
She's versatile. I think in Pearl, like, she displays both a crazy person and like traumatized person that's going through a lot, and she displays that in Maxxxine as well. So I don't think she just plays a crazy bitch. I think she's exactly. I do have range. Thank you, Chad.
I agree. I think it's more range because I haven't seen. I think she's in. Is it A Cure for Wellness? I think she's in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then I've seen her in Marrowbone, where she plays like a. It's just like not a fucked up family. I mean, it is in a way, but it's like a really upsetting sort of movie. But I saw her in that, and she just plays like a normal person, really. And she was so good in that. And then to see her in these, and like Mia said in Pearl, she plays, she's losing her shit, but she's also really like sympathetic while she does it. So I think it's gonna be both. And she was in Suspiria 2018, and she plays more of like a normal type person just there dancing. So I definitely think it's gonna be, it'll open more opportunities for her because she's becoming more, well known. So I think it's gonna be more opportunities. I don't think she's gonna be like typecasted, and I think she chooses her roles really well too, because they all have like a feel. Like every movie I've seen her in so far, it all has like a feel to it. So I feel like she, gravitates towards those. So I don't think it's gonna be like just her playing like a psycho killer or anything, because she can do everything so far.
I think most people that are typecasted are like comedians too.
Yeah, and she did that in Pearl. She did that in Pearl, and she was outstanding in Pearl. And even within Pearl, she showed a lot of range. But she played 3 different characters in those 2 movies. Well, I mean, I guess two of the same character, but very different parts of their life.
Mhm.
But old ass Pearl, young ass Pearl, and Maxxine as well. And those are all very different characters. And she did, she brought her different things to all three of those portrayals. And like, I didn't even know Pearl was played by Mia Goth in X until after the movie. Like, I didn't know that.
Same here.
I mean,
I even asked, I was like, who played that old chick? Because she was actually really good. If someone told me, that was also Mia Goth. I'm like, no fucking way. And I looked, and yeah, I was super impressed, especially with like the makeup effect, like just to hide her identity that well.
Yeah. And just the ability to act in those different roles, like with herself in X specifically. I mean, she really outstanding. Yeah, she's gonna be just fine. Just fine.
Mm-hmm. Braden, what about you?
When it comes to Mia Goth, or just when it comes down
like
to
if she's going to be like typecasted, or you think she's going to be okay?
No, I think that she'll be fine. I think that, I mean, yeah, this is a role that she's kind of getting comfortable in. I think that this is a role that she is like, becoming just a little familiar with. And obviously she's been in X, Pearl, now she's going to be in Maxxine. I don't think that she's going to be typecasted. I think that she's got range, and I think that honestly she's shown that in both of these movies so far, that she can be a very calm individual. She could also be very over the top. Like, it's almost like she can do exactly what the director's looking for, and I think that's honestly what's going to make her stand out after movies like this. So, because like I said earlier, the monologue in Pearl alone should be enough for an Oscar nod, and the fact that she's not even going to get looked at is legitimately ridiculous. So, yeah, I think that she's got range.
Yeah, and if she doesn't win an Oscar, at least she can potentially win a Real Horror Award on Thursday.
Exactly.
At least, to me, that's more important than an Oscar. So fuck you, Oscars.
Yeah, and it's like, I'd say, like, fan, like, the way that the fans perceive it and the way that they see these movies is going to be more beneficial to her, because it also then allows her to kind of showcase what type of roles she's gonna take, and but also she can take stuff that maybe is outside of her comfort zone, which I feel like any actor should do, is take a role that's kind of like, or give yourself a chance to audition for a role that's outside of your comfortability, just to kind of see, like, and kind of dip your toe into, okay, like maybe I can try this. So, but yeah, she definitely has range, and I'm excited to see what she does after being done with like this franchise. God, I keep hitting my mark.
Yeah, because you're so and Mia, I didn't mean to cut you off earlier, but what are your thoughts about Infinity Pool?
I have no idea what it's about, but if Mia Goth is in it, hell, I'll see it.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it's what it's going to be. It's going to be body horror. Because Brad, tell me the director's son's name.
Brandon Cronenberg.
Brandon Cronenberg versus Dan. So
I don't think it's going to be quite as interesting as Crimes of the Future, Birdie. I think.
My God! Speaking of fucking needing to get juice to watch a movie, that was the most boring piece of shit movie I've ever seen.
I mean, it was a good movie, but
I've heard one person
thing.
really like it. But...
I know exactly who you're referring to. It begins with the letter R, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
Oh, it does.
Sorry, we went different directions right there. But yeah, Braden and Brad, real quick. Are y'all excited for Infinity Pool?
I'll see it probably. I don't know if I'll see it. I probably won't see it as soon as it comes out, but I'll watch it at some point and give it a shot, because I mean, yeah, Mia Goth is the reason why, though. She's the reason why I'm there. So yeah, I'll check it out for her sake.
As you should.
Yeah, I honestly had no idea. I haven't even seen a trailer for this movie. Like, honestly, when I was putting together my list and doing some research as to like what was coming out this year, Google has like like when movies like announce like what's up and coming, they just put the logo out on a poster, and that's like the official poster is the logo. That's all that was. I don't know what it is. So really, if I see it, the only thing that movie can do is surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
Or it can just make me be like, why the fuck am I wasting my time right now? But so yeah, that's I really know nothing about it. Like, so I'm not gonna say I'm excited, because like I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know that it was really considered horror until like this stream. Really, I thought that it was just kind of there just because, like on that.
Oh,
list.
it's. I definitely think it's going to be horror, especially who's like behind the project and everything. So, yeah. So I'm excited for it. It comes out next week, I believe. Unfortunately, it's at selected theaters, so definitely check your theaters to see if they're going to have it.
Can you pull up Matthew's comment really quick? Because
which one?
Oh
my god!
Like that. I'm not even gonna lie. That's exactly what I thought it was. Like I was like Infinity. I was like, so is there gonna be like a? Is this coming out next week? Is there like a new Deadpool thing like coming out next week? That I'm not because if that was the case, I feel like I would be in the realm of knowing like, okay, that's coming out next week. So I definitely thought that. I thought the same thing, Matt. So.
Oh my god. Hey, if I had a choice, I'd rather Deadpool 3 to come out, but I'm still excited regardless of Infinity Pool. Which again, next week, check your local theater because I have to make a drive to watch it, unfortunately, because my local theater sucks when it comes to particular movies like that. So yeah, definitely check it out next week, guys, especially Mia Goth in it. Do y'all have anything, any other movies you want to discuss real quick? We got about like, I would say 20, 25 minutes. Braden.
So I don't want this one to go under the radar, and I want to talk about it because this is
Winnie the Pooh.
No, definitely not. This is a fellow YouTuber. He's somebody that I've watched since 2018. He actually he's a big inspiration of mine for YouTube and everything. Chris Stuckman. I don't know if you guys know who that is or not. But he has his feature debut coming out this year with Shelby Oaks. He wrote and directed it.
Nice.
It literally crowdfunded through Kickstarter. Deadline actually has a whole article on it. It raised $1.5 million on Kickstarter, allowing it to go into production and bring on what they wanted. I actually have the synopsis pulled up right here on my computer too.
No, please read that because I'm a big fan of his on YouTube.
So Shelby Oaks, it follows Mia as she desperately searches for her sister Riley, who went missing along with her friends, a group of paranormal investigators called the Paranormal Paranoids. As her obsession for the truth grows, Mia begins to suspect that the imaginary demon from their childhood may have been real. So that's the synopsis of Shelby Oaks. And I'm not going to lie, like when he announced that, and he's posting all these production announcements on his channel. He's really sharing in a lot of his videos that he's sharing production updates. And I can't lie, man. Like Stuckman, he has done his duty to his audience to where if he wanted to focus on making movies from now on, he could. But the fact that he's still reviewing movies and really giving back to his audience and really taking us on this journey with him, that's so awesome to see. So I'm very excited for this. It says it's supposed to come out in July. Says that there's only going to be select screenings right now, but something tells me that it's going to be in a variety of theaters. So, I just wanted to give him some love and say, if you guys are familiar with him, then, please support this movie when it comes out because I really do think it deserves it. So.
No, and definitely appreciate you bringing that up. He does a lot of great work on his channel, and just to see a movie of his, definitely want to be sure to go out and support that. So definitely be sure to keep remind us of that because I don't want to miss that.
Man, as soon as the trailer drops, I'll share it in the Scream Warriors chat because,
please do.
I know that they're deep in post-production right now. I mean, again, as of right, at least Google's saying it comes out in July because. I mean, he was very clear on his campaign, that production delays can happen. So I don't know if that's going to be the case. I hope not. I hope that doesn't happen to him on his first movie. But I just wanted to say that is one of those that it's one of my most anticipated of the year. Chris knows a whole lot about movies. So I'm very excited to see what he does for his first, feature. And it's a horror movie. He says that this is his favorite genre. So the fact that he's doing a horror film for his first movie is just so cool. So, I will be there day one to support that for sure.
Hell yeah. And again, thank you for bringing that up. Definitely do not let us forget that one. Brad, I knew you fucking was going to highlight this one, so might as well get it out of the way because I know you love Nicolas Cage. Renfield comes out in April as well. So anybody, your thoughts? How excited are you for Renfield for Nicolas Cage being Dracula?
Dude, it just looks like a good time, man. I mean, we saw the trailer. We did the trailer action the other day. It just looks like it's going to be a blast throughout. And Nicolas Cage is bringing it as always. He's just at that point in his career now where, like, yeah, he was kind of like the laughing stock for several years. Like, he's doing every movie they offer him, he takes it. He does all these crazy roles, and then he comes out with Mandy, and then Color Out of Space, and then he comes in with fucking with Pig, and then also last year he did Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. He's really just doing a resurgence in his career, and I think this is really going to be just another one of those staples for him. And it looks great, man. I'm really excited about it.
Hell yeah. I think it definitely has potential. Again, it comes out in April, so I'll just include it to the birthday month awesomeness of all the great movies that are coming out in April. So I'll definitely give it a watch. So ladies, what are your thoughts about Renfield?
I mean, I'm excited, obviously, to see Nicolas Cage, but I'm excited to see Nicholas Hoult again because I was very happily surprised to see him in The Menu because I loved him in Warm Bodies, and he kind of went under the radar for a little bit, and he went in The Menu. He did great in The Menu, so I'm looking forward to seeing him again, especially with Nicolas Cage because they're both great actors. So.
Absolutely. Destiny, do you have any thoughts about Renfield?
I'm looking forward to it.
You're struggling down there, aren't you?
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Oh no, I'm sorry. If you need to go off screen,
no, I'm good.
Go for it. But okay,
that's why I can't look up. So I'm just looking off to the side. I can't look.
Okay, I just figure it's like, God, hopefully she's not bored. But no, that totally makes sense.
If I look up, I will vomit. So I'm gonna.
Keep staring. So just stay like that. So everybody, she's okay. So that's why she's looking. There you go. There we go. Flopbuster, what's going on, my friend? Saying Renfield, the GOAT, is definitely now gonna now have two fantastic vampire performances under his belt with this and Vampire's Kiss.
Love it.
Hell yeah. So those are quick thoughts. We're pretty much going to be doing rapid fire at this point because I know there's other like two big ones we're going to mention real quick too, and we want to make sure. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 of them, and then we'll do rapid fires with some of the smaller ones. So let's get Aton's next one of what The Exorcist or Saw 10. Yeah, those will pretty much be the last like 2 big ones we mentioned on here. And in fact, I know Brad has another one that he's excited for. So anybody, let's just combine this into 2, like just into 1 here. Who's excited for The Exorcist and Saw 10? Yeah, I'm on Destiny's side on that one, especially with The Exorcist.
I'm with Brad with the excitement for Saw. With The Exorcist, I am nervous as shit. I am genuinely terrified, not of the movie, but the fact that it's just going to come out as utter garbage. So, because Blumhouse again, and I have no issues with Blumhouse except the fact that they have good movies. Like, I feel like that they're really good with the tongue-in-cheek horror. Like, they're really good with the Happy Death Day, with the Freaky, with the Megan, all that stuff is their forte. Or even the Black Phone. That was really good. Scott Derrickson did a great job directing that movie, and it was creepy. I actually jumped, I think, 4 times in that movie. So, I think that's good, right? When it comes to the franchises and the movies that people love, I mean, I liked Halloween 2018, but Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends wasn't really my favorite. So, or same thing now with The Exorcist. Like, I'm nervous as shit. So, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, Mia, what are your thoughts? Are you excited for both? Are you not wanting to do both, or one over the other?
I did hear a rumor with Saw that they may bring back Amanda, which love her. But with The Exorcist, I just feel like there's certain classics that should not be touched and remade, and I would say Exorcist is probably one of them. Because I mean,
Definitely
that's probably one of, I would say, the most popular horror movies of all time. So I think that should have had its sacred place where it had it, and I don't think every single horror classic needs a remake.
And I absolutely agree with you. And I'll even throw another one. Destiny will agree too. Jaws will be this like the same thing. Yeah, definitely. Don't do that. And same thing with Exorcist too. Definitely don't do it because I love the first Exorcist so much, and it should not be touched. But unfortunately, as Hollywood, they are not able to control themselves and try to think of original ideas. So curse them. And Chris, yeah, I know we all love Amanda. Shawnee Smith. She's just absolutely stunning.
Yes,
So,
I actually think that David Gordon Green's better than people give him credit for. I think he's actually a really talented director. I think he got a lot of shit in the Halloween trilogy that he did, just because Halloween's a really hot topic. You know, it's just one that people are toxic about. Like if they don't like what you're doing, like if it's not absolutely perfect for them, they're just going to rip you to shreds. And that's exactly what we saw in this trilogy. I'm a big fan of Halloween Ends. I like Halloween 2018, and Kills is a good time for what it is. And at the end of the day, all three of those movies are really well directed. So, and on top of that, I'm not a huge Exorcist guy. Like, obviously, I love the first movie. It's a 5-star movie for me, but it's not one I watch all the time. Never even cared to see the other sequels because I just don't care to see what happened after that point. So, yeah, if they want to remake it, it's not going to hurt my feelings. If David Gordon Green wants to do it, fine. Okay, he's good. He's a good director. He's better than a lot of the directors in horror today. Like, if you were to put a list out of all of them, like he's up there, you know, in my opinion. And so far this year, Blumhouse is 2 for 2 for me. So let's just ride it out. Let's see what happens. I'm open to it. I don't really have any expectations of whether it's going to be good or not, but I'm open to it. Saw, I am excited about. To an extent, I think they've dropped the ball with the last. Well, I won't say they dropped the ball with Spiral, but I think they're kind of at a really messy phase at this point. They've tried to reintroduce the franchise a couple times with Jigsaw and Spiral, which I like Spiral, but it didn't really it's a completely different story. And now they're coming in with this one to kind of reboot it again. So it's like Jigsaw was trying to do one thing, and then Spiral was like, okay, let's go over here and try this out. And that didn't really work. So now they're trying Saw 10. They're bringing Tobin Bell back, and they're bringing back Amanda, which I think is really cool. But it's also like, what the hell are you doing with this franchise at this point? But shout out Chris Snyder, again, our producer. He just started the Jigsaw files today. Him and Chad are going to be going through those movies up until the release of that. So check that out if you haven't already. Huge Saw fan right here, Chris. So it's going to be awesome.
Hell yeah, man, that's awesome. We got Godzilla in the chat. I didn't know lizards can type. So what's going on, Godzilla? Pretty much tackling the last movie I was saving under my back pocket here about Insidious 5, with Patrick Wilson making his director debut. So I guess my 2 questions is: are you excited for Insidious 5? Can it right the wrongs that it did in 4? And do you have faith in Patrick Wilson as a director?
I absolutely love Patrick Wilson. I mean, I think he's so close to the franchise that I would hope that he does a good job in 5 directing it. But I mean, 4 admittedly was not the best. But I think if anybody can revive it, it would probably be Patrick Wilson, given he is one of the best parts of the franchise.
Yeah, Patrick Wilson, he's an alum. He's an alum of the Insidious franchise. He was the star of the first movie, star of the first 2 movies, actually. So, you know, like, I mean, if there's someone that understands the lore and kind of what James Wan was going with when he directed in Insidious and everything, like, I think that this is going to be good. And, you know, I'm a big Patrick Wilson supporter, you know, so I think that he's a very talented actor. I'm excited to see what he does behind the camera now. So,
Yeah, I'm excited for Insidious 5. I do think it's a very darn good franchise, with the exception of 4 with the Last Key. I don't know what the hell they were thinking that was a good idea for a Insidious movie. Patrick Wilson, I'm not worried about him being a director if they allowed him to direct. But once the studio is just like meddles with things, that's when I'm going to get worried. But I think Patrick Wilson, if there's anybody to do the Insidious movies, it's Patrick Wilson, especially him knowing that movie, the ins and outs of it. So I think Patrick Wilson is going to be a major success with this movie.
Big success. I think, I think so too, man. I really am excited to see where they go with it. Insidious 4 sucked. We're not around seeing necks getting fingered by keys. Like, that's just not what we're here for. We want to see people get scared. That's what we're here to do. And those first 2 movies, I thought were really. I thought the second Insidious was pretty underrated. I love seeing what they're, the Lambert family, and seeing them return to that. It's really exciting. And not only is Patrick Wilson a alumni of the Insidious franchise, he's been a horror staple for several years with the Conjuring franchise as well. So he knows horror, man.
Even the facial hair game in the. Too, like with all the freaking 6 sideburns he likes to rock out.
Yeah, dude, he does the Elvis thing really well. He does a really good job. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's going to do. So yeah, I think I'm excited. I'm really excited about that, because I've always been almost more of a fan of Insidious than I was Conjuring, just because I always thought it was a little bit more scary, and the first Insidious.
I will not lie though, Brad, what you're saying for a PG-13 horror movie, like I know that a lot of like people are like, it's got to be rated R or it's going to suck, right? But like, I mean, Insidious really showed that, man, like a PG-13 horror flick could really be good. And I mean, it terrified me. So
same, to me, I think it's James Wan's scariest movie for sure. And it terrifies me, man, with the sound design and the different freaking demons running around and all that stuff. It's crazy, man.
And Destiny, just thumbs up if you want to. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I know it's gonna have like the main son from the like first movie. I don't know who else is gonna be it besides like Patrick Wilson. So,
Brad, who's the girl?
Rose Byrne.
She's gonna be in it.
I'm pretty sure the whole family's coming back. The whole Lambert family.
Because like I really did like that story, and like y'all have said that like the first Insidious scared the shit out of me when it first came out. And I thought the second was really good too, and I don't really remember the third that much, and the fourth one, no. But that first one was so good, and so I'm really curious to see like the story now, and I think like he's either in high school or college, like the son is, or something like that. So I'm curious to see how they do it, and with Patrick Wilson directing, I'm also a big fan of him. I think that man is talented. So I'm really excited to see like where they go with it and stuff. And I feel like maybe, I don't want to say it's too late, because we are getting like Halloween movies, like still and stuff like that. It just seems like that era, or like that era of movies is kind of like done for. That was very much like 2010s, like early 2010s, but I'm still excited nonetheless. I'm glad it's finally happening, because I feel like I've heard about this for like a good while now. And now that we're like actually getting it, I'm really excited to see it. And again, I'm assuming it's going to go to theaters. It'll be my first Insidious movie in theaters. So I definitely hope it doesn't disappoint.
Which you're lucky. The Last Key was my first.
So.
I hope they bring Tiny Tim back, man. Tiptoe Through the Window. If they do that,
God,
we're talking some good shit.
That shit was scary as fuck. And then I went to Walmart not that long after I saw that movie, like maybe 2 days later. And I saw an old woman that looked just like that. Whatever, because it looked like a little boy and an old woman at the same time. I walked down the aisle and I turned and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? So it's so good and it was so creepy. So I really hope this one really like follows through with that, because even though like the second one was good, I feel like after that, even the second one, like I don't think it's as scary as the first one. That first one really scared me. And I never really got that scared, like, because I was probably like 13 or 14 when it came out. And I didn't get that scared that often. And for that one to, like, I had to pee with the door open the night I watched it. Like, I was that scared. I wanted to scare me that bad again. I wanted to, like, really scare me. So I hope it follows through with that.
That ending, dude. Freaking awesome.
God, the damn ending. Yeah, I'm with you. I hope Insidious 5 does really well, especially to clear up the mess that is the last key. Not looking forward to revisiting that movie, Brad, for when we do the little mini review series in the summer. So looking forward to Insidious 5. And to kind of start wrapping things up real quick, I know we're getting ready to the 2-hour mark here. I want to do a quick, pretty much all you'll do is thumbs up, you're excited, thumbs down, no thank you. The first movie, these are some of the ones that we didn't get a chance to talk about. The first one that's going to be coming out pretty soon is Knock at the Cabin. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Brad, what the fuck?
Dude, have you seen Old? That's the worst movie I've seen in years, dude.
Midnight Shyamalan's not going to do that. He's not going to fail again.
Okay, but I know that we're doing a thumbs up, thumbs down, but I just got to say something like on that.
Okay,
like,
go ahead. Because Brad
and I mean, hey, I understand that, man. Old, it is one of Shyamalan's worst. I will not lie. It is for a fact. So, but Knock at the Cabin, not gonna lie, I really do think that this is going to be one of Shyamalan's. I think it's going to be his best movie in years. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did order the book. The book should be here sometime this week. So my hope is I can actually read that before I go see the movie next week, just to kind of see what they have up and coming, and just the comparisons and everything. But no, I mean, I genuinely do think the trailer has me excited. The trailer, I mean, dude, and Dave Bautista normally does not take bad movies. He normally does not take bad projects. So, I really do think that this is going to be one of Shyamalan's best. I know Shyamalan, he kind of established himself as a director and then made hits and misses. I'm hoping that this one is a hit. And Brad, you know what? If it sucks, I will literally message you and I'll be like, yeah, Chief, that was absolutely
my bad.
I will be like, I'm sorry for stepping in and saying anything, but
look, I'm open. I hope it's good. I'm pulling for him to bring us something good again, because back in the day, dude, he used to be one of the best directors ever, but he's gonna have to earn it. I'm not gonna be excited about one of his movies just because of his name's on it, at all. By far, it's actually probably the opposite. If he comes out with something that's good, I'm there for it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna like it, and I'll be on the M. Night train again, at least temporarily.
Sure, yeah, no, and that makes sense, right? Because he does have a good fair share of movies that could have honestly been really good that have just come out. Old really did intrigue me. I'm not gonna lie. And then I saw the movie. The trailer's great, and that's what got my ass in the seat. And then I was like, fuck. So, but we'll see in a couple weeks. I am definitely excited for it, though.
Hell yeah. So let's see here. I'm trying to find that. Oh, I said it earlier. Winnie the Pooh, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Fuck all you guys.
I'm more towards the middle. I'm still debating. I
watched Winnie the Pooh as a kid. Of course, I want to see it turned into something that I'm interested in now. So.
All right. Let's see here. Disney's The Haunted Mansion. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Is that the one with Eddie Murphy?
They're remaking that. Braden, thumbs up. You're the only one.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they could do with the new Haunted Mansion movie. I mean, why not? It's been long enough, because I think 2003 was the last one Eddie that Murphy, we got. I saw that movie in theaters several times. I enjoyed the hell out of that when I was a kid. So I'm genuinely actually excited to see what they do with a new live action version of the Haunted Man. As long as it's new, as long as they do something different.
I think I'd be open to a sequel. That'd be cool.
Yeah, a sequel would be a better idea.
I don't know how they do that, but that would be cool.
Yeah,
only
I don't
for
know.
Disney to find out. Chris brought up a great point. I know how much he loves the first one. So Meg 2, thumbs up, thumbs down, or in the middle? And
Jason
we get
Statham's going to be there.
Yeah, Jason I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
Yeah, he's in it. He's
in it.
Let's check it out. Although I think Megan is probably going to be better at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree with that too. And the only reason we didn't mention Megan tonight is because the movie already came out and we all thought it was good, even though Braden needs to go see it.
I do still need to see it, but like to kind of pinpoint what we're talking about now, the Meg 2, dude, Jason Statham versus a giant megalodon shark, like sign me the hell up any day. Like, are you kidding me?
Were you not satisfied with the first one?
I loved it. I very much enjoyed the first one. I actually thought it was one of the most entertaining movies I saw in theaters of 2018. So I very much had a good time with it.
Hell yeah, dude, and that's awesome. I do have 2 more at least I want to do thumbs up, thumbs down with.
Okay.
This one I keep on hearing it being mentioned is there's something wrong with the children. Thumbs up, thumbs down, middle. I'll do middle because I need to see a trailer.
I don't know what it is, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess I could.
I just keep on seeing it being floated around and everything. And then the last one, I saw advertisement. I was like, might as well just throw it out there to see if any of you heard of it. It's this movie called Fear, directed by Dion Taylor. Thumbs up, down, middle.
Is it related to the Mark Wahlberg flick?
No. It's about phobias, right? Isn't that what it is? It's all about phobias.
It says your mind is the trap. In this psychological horror film, a group of friends gather for a much-needed weekend getaway at a remote and historic hotel. Celebration turns into terror as one by one, each guest faces their own worst fear. So yeah, pretty much what you just said.
Yeah,
okay, I'm a
about
thumbs
phobias,
up.
So
Ooh.
That
Sounds
good.
cool.
Can I say one more really quickly?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, man.
That we didn't mention tonight at all. That's coming out in February, and that is Cocaine Bear, baby.
Yeah, thank you.
Cocaine Bear.
Yes,
I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. There's actually a TikToker that I watch that's in it. He's a comedian too. He's like the guy. It's Sam something, but he's got the stash, and they're the ones that discover the bear in the cabin. And I'm excited. It looks violent. It looks like a good time. So I'm ready for it.
Hell yeah, dude! Thank you so much because I was like, damn it, there's one movie I'm missing. Yeah, and Cocaine Bear is that one. Freaking Knoxville, Tennessee gets mentioned, so I'm a freaking gonna be a sucker for it because that's where I live near. So yeah, that is. Do y'all have like any last minute movies? I'm pretty sure we tackled the main important ones. I just didn't know if there's like another one we need to do a thumbs up, thumbs down on real quick.
How's about Beau is Afraid? I don't know if it's even horror, but it's on this list.
What the fuck is that? You made that up.
It's the Ari Aster movie. It's Ari Aster. It's his new one.
Thumbs up. I'm sorry. Thumbs up.
With Joaquin Phoenix.
I mean, dude,
I did consider it a horror movie, though, but
it was previously known.
Could be.
It was previously known as Disappointment Boulevard. It was one of my most anticipated movies last year. Obviously, it didn't happen last year. I don't know much about it, although Ari Aster is very talented, and as is Joaquin. So I'm really excited to see them two work together. I don't know how much horror element's going to have in it, but it is on this Bloody Disgusting list. So I guess it's, yeah.
All right. No, then we're good. I just want to make sure. I just didn't think it was a horror movie, but I'm glad it is. So, hell yeah. So let's see here. The stuff cocaine, but yeah, the actual bear actually it's actually based off a true story. The actual bear stuffing is in Lexington, Kentucky. I find that hilarious. So that is true. So all right. Any other movies real quick?
Salem's Lot.
Going once, going twice. Sold to the lady in the back. Okay, so guys, about 2 hours there. We want to thank you guys absolutely so much for making Screen Warriors a success of the first debuting episode. We're not going to be doing this like monthly and all that. It's just when our schedules match up. We agreed to do at least like 2 to 3 shows a year, maybe 4, depending on how scheduling goes. I know it's going to get crazy for some of us, so we'll do the best we can to schedule the next one for maybe April, May. Again, it all depends. We'll talk about it later on, and it's not all going to be on Good Real Hunting. Sometimes like Braden's going to host it, and then if me and Destiny want to host it like on their Instagrams, we'd be happy to accommodate that, just whatever they want to do. So we'll be sure to talk about it. So real quick, like super rapid real quick, what do y'all got coming up on your channel? So ladies first. So Destiny, what do you got coming up for next week?
Fear Freaks. Yeah. Fear Freaks, yeah.
And
Matt's channel. Killer
Yeah, there
Clowns.
it is. Yeah, Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns
So
from
I-
Outer Space.
yeah, so I know you're going to be excited for that. So yeah, hell yeah. Mia, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Unless
I'm saying we're
somebody
gonna
wants
be
to, you know.
we're changing that damn soon. So don't you worry, Mia. We'll get you something.
I like
Braden.
This upcoming week, I got a couple Scream video ideas that I wanted to kind of do. So I've got a couple of those that are in the works right now. Just a couple theories, not like over the top theories, but just speculation on a couple things that because I've watched that trailer more times than I'd like to admit, man. Like just especially that opening fucking store scene, man. Like I can't tell you how many times I've seen Ghostface duck to that double shotgun, freaking like him ducking. So I can't tell you how many times I've watched that clip. But when it comes down to videos, that's pretty much it. We have Fear Freaks coming up, like Destiny said, and then other than that, nothing too crazy. If something comes up to where I want to do a live stream, that might pop up, but that'll. Oh, and yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We got the Spider-Man on Monday night.
You need to fix the wrong.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. We have the Spider-Man coming up on Monday night, which we are talking about our topic this week that we dicked very badly last week with. We're talking about Kang versus Thanos on Monday night, so be there for that. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much. So that's what 4 things up and coming really, and then starting the following week, we got the Scream series that we're starting leading up to Scream 6. So very excited for that.
Yes, sir. Brad, do you want to say what's coming up on Sunday, and then I'll take care of what's next Thursday?
I will, yeah, man. First off, Chris said real stories on Cocaine Bear coming in the future. I think that's a great idea. So maybe just keep an eye out for that. Sunday we're doing our first. Well, this is kind of our second episode of Survivor series. This new show we're doing. We kind of did it with
not WWE related,
but it kind of is. It's kind of the same concept. So what we're doing is this thing. We did it kind of with our old school versus new school horror directors last month. We're going to be doing heroes versus villains. Basically, final girls, final guys versus the villains of movies. We're going to each draft a team and put them up against each other. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, looking forward to that. So check us out on Sunday for that. Next Sunday, we're going to be doing a Prey watch party. And Brady, you just tell us what we're doing next Thursday, man.
Next Thursday, big deal for me as a project of mine is the Real Horror Awards 2023. We'll be celebrating the movies of 2022. Let's see. Okay. No, yeah. Sorry, he had to go. And yeah, so Real Horror Awards. Looking forward to it. We're going to be having 25 presenters with 25 categories. We got the 2 presenters down there below, and 1 just left. So Braden did get to watch my drunk video now since he left early. So that would be this coming Thursday, 8:00 Eastern time. I'm so looking forward to it. I'm about done finishing with all the videos, so I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, so without further ado, I know the alcohol is starting to leave our system, so we're going to go ahead and bounce on out of here. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you for the next one. See you guys.